Hey, it's Pat Kern here, leader of the Kaizen tribe, where I coach driven men to build a lean, V-shaped body with the brute strength to back it up. And today, I'm going to break down everything you need to know to pack on slabs of muscle on your back and build that V-shaped back that screams strong. So every guy that lifts, they'll build some muscle on the chest, the arms, the disco muscles. But a big, strong back is what separates the men from the boys. However, most men don't really understand how to train their back correctly. Most guys just go into the gym, they do a bunch of pull downs and rows, but they don't really understand what they're doing. So your back is, of course, made up of a bunch of individual muscles which need to be worked in the right angles or from the right angles and in the right ratios to build that solid back. So listen up, this video is going to be a game changer for your back development. So when it comes to building a back, I like to break it down between building thickness and building width. So thickness means how thick you are looking from the side. How much of a big turtle shell of slabs of muscle do you have on your back? Width means how wide you are viewed from the front or from the back. So both are important. Width is going to create that V shape that we all want, but width is nothing without some thick, dense muscle on top to give you that really solid three-dimensional look. So as a general rule, to build width, we want to focus on the lats. To build thickness, we need to focus on all the muscles around our mid and upper back. So that's going to be mainly our rhomboids and our traps, which are not just here, by the way. They're going to run down either side of your spine. So how do we know what areas are we focusing on, or whether we're building mainly thickness or width? First off, it helps to break back training down into three main types of movements. Vertical pulling, like lat pull downs, horizontal pulling, like a cable row, and hinge movements, like a deadlift. And how we do these types of movements is going to dictate which muscles we're targeting and whether we're going for mainly width or thickness. If you want to focus on width, like I said, we need to hit lats. And to do that, you need to do lifts where you're bringing your elbows towards your waist. So that can be done in both vertical pulling and horizontal pulling. So for example, vertical pulling could be a lat pull down with, say, a neutral grip like this, where the elbow is coming towards the waist. Or maybe a horizontal pull, it could be face down on an incline bench, doing a dumbbell row. And again, that elbow is coming back towards your waist, using a neutral grip, so that's going to hit lats. So again, for width, think about elbows towards waist. For thickness, and to hit our upper and our mid back, we need to focus on lifts that use a wider grip with more of an elbow flare. So for example, in vertical pulling, that could be like a lat pull down to the chest, where the elbows are flared and the elbows are not going towards the waist, they're coming back here. Or for horizontal pulling, a barbell row would be a great choice. So there's no chest support this time. That means that the lower back and more of the back musculature can come into play, and we're going to use that overhand grip as well to flare out the elbows and recruit more of the upper and mid back. So again, for thickness, we focus on elbows flared away from the body, and usually using an overhand grip will help this as well. Now there's one more way to build thickness which you need for a complete back workout, and that's a hinge-based movement. So we've spoken about vertical and horizontal pulling and how to adjust these movements for the different outcomes, but the one type of back movement that we haven't spoken about is the hinge. So hinge means literally hinging at the hips, just like you would on, say, a deadlift or any deadlift variation, RDL, Romanian deadlift, stiff leg deadlifts, or even a back extension. These are great for adding thickness to your entire back, but especially the lower portion. So when you're designing your back training routine, it's really important to use a mix of width and thickness-based movements and a mix of vertical pulling, horizontal pulling, and hinging. Now look, there's no hard and fast rules, but 2 movements for each category is a great place to start. I will put a sample back workout up here for you to screenshot and try yourself, which is going to include all of these movements, tips, and principles. So whether you do that program or you make up your own, using these same principles, you will build a big, wide, thick back from top to bottom. So go ahead and get building. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please drop a comment down here or shoot me a DM over on Instagram, and I'll be happy to answer. And if you like this video, please go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and show your support so you don't miss any more content. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one.